You were trained to be soft, to open up, to show your heart. They sold you a dream wrapped in gentle slogans and noble intentions. Be her protector, her provider, her peace. They said women want a good man, a man who listens, who feels, who serves. And yet, here you are, confused, ignored, ghosted, watching the same woman who once clung to your every word now crave the man who doesn't even text her back. And somewhere deep inside, a quiet voice whispers, none of this works. Because it doesn't. Not in the real world. Calvin Reed didn't write Women Magic Lure for men living in a fantasy. He wrote it for the man who's been through the fire. Used, played, drained. The man who's finally ready to stop pretending and start seeing clearly. Because here's the truth no one wants to admit. Women don't fall in love with goodness. They fall in love with gravity, with presence, with power, with unshakable self-possession. It's not kindness that ignites desire. It's command, not compromise, not your open heart or your endless effort. The man she dreams about isn't the one who puts her on a pedestal. It's the one who stands tall, unaffected by her approval. You were raised to chase, to prove you're worthy. But the moment you chase, you flip the polarity. You kill the tension. You signal, I am beneath you, so I run after you. Reed is blunt about it. Never chase. Because the moment you do, you're not the prize anymore. You're the puppy. And women don't sleep with puppies. They pet them, praise them, then lose interest, and move on to the wolf. The wolf doesn't ask for affection. He commands it by being fully anchored in who he is. That's the shift. Women aren't drawn to men who need them. They're drawn to men who don't. You want her to want you? Then stop needing her. Build a life so magnetic, so purposeful, so full of movement and mystery, that she can't help but want to be near it. Not because you showered her with gifts, but because you gave her space, silence, vision, direction. You're still trying to win her over with effort. But women don't fall for effort. They fall for energy. The man who doesn't flinch. The man who can walk away without looking back. That's the man she can't get out of her head. That's the magic lure. Reed breaks it down. Love isn't some balanced exchange of feelings. It's a power dynamic. A psychological game of who needs who less. Of who controls the tempo. Of who pulls away first. And here's the kicker. Women instinctively know this. They don't need to read a book. They were taught how to play the game since they were kids. Don't give too much. Make him work. Let him invest more. Why? Because the one who invests more becomes emotionally vulnerable. It's not cruelty. It's biology. But you? You text first. You text often. You open up too quickly. You think you're building intimacy. But she's reading your words for leverage. Not because she wants to hurt you, but because she's asking, can I shape this man? Can I control his attention? And once she can, the mystery is gone. You're no longer the mountain. You're the mirror. And women don't crave mirrors. They crave something immovable. You think being emotionally open is connection. But Reed calls it what it is. Volunteering for psychological disarmament. You're handing her the manual to your soul before she's earned it. And once she reads it, the chase ends. Not because she's heartless, but because the mystery dies in your desperation. Understand this. Women respond to uncertainty with desire. Not chaos, but calm, masculine unpredictability. The man who reveals little, who leads with presence, not paragraphs. That's the man who haunts her thoughts. Not the guy texting, where did I go wrong? But the one who makes her wonder, why can't I stop thinking about him? You think she trusts words. She doesn't. She trusts energy, direction, detachment. When your energy says, please choose me, she doesn't feel admiration. She feels repulsion. Not because she's mean, because need smells like fear. It signals, I need you to complete me. And that's not love. That's dependence. And women can feel the difference. Worship her, and you lose her. Not because she's ungrateful, but because you handed over your edge. And when you give her power instead of presence, she doesn't feel safe. She feels burdened. She doesn't want to lead. She wants to feel led, even when she fights you for it. Because her testing you, it's not sabotage. It's verification. She's checking, can this man hold me? Will his strength hold when I push? Desire doesn't live in comfort. It lives in polarity. You are not her emotional twin. You are her anchor. When you mirror her softness, you disappear, and she takes on the masculine role, not by choice, by necessity. And the moment that happens, attraction dies. She doesn't want to cradle you. She wants to feel held, not physically, energetically. Reed says it straight. She doesn't want your soul. She wants your center, the part of you that cannot be shaken, especially when she tries, because she will, not to destroy you, but to verify you, to test your roots, to feel your frame. Every silence, every shift, every storm she brings, it's not punishment, it's a measuring stick. She's not looking for perfection. She's looking for something solid. A man who doesn't need her to feel whole. A man who doesn't bend at every whim. That's the man she remembers. That's the man she trusts. That's the man she desires. Not because he's flawless, but because he's clear. She doesn't want to drive. She wants direction, not domination direction. And if you hand her the wheel, don't be surprised when she drives away. Not because she didn't want you, but because you gave her no reason to stay. So what now? What do you do with this truth? You stop chasing. You stop bleeding your worth into her hands. You stop performing, begging, apologizing. You start building, sharpening, rooting, expanding. You become the prize, not through arrogance, through abundance. Because the man who doesn't need to be chosen is the man she cannot forget. Not because he played games, but because he finally stopped playing them. If this opened your eyes, if it lit a fire inside you, support the channel, check the link below. Like, share, subscribe. And remember, you are not here to be chosen. You are here to choose. And that, brother, is how you win